Let's get it. Welcome to Animated Discussions. My friends call me D, and I was gonna have the suit on the whole time, but it was really hard to breathe because I don't like wearing ties.
I will not be contained!
So I wear like this. Today, if you couldn't tell, we're doing The Accountant.
I'm just me.
Main characters that we need to focus on. Ben Affleck.
What is the play and what is my part?
John Bernthal.
You can't tell from the tone of my voice that I know it's you.
John Bernthal sold this movie for me. He was so good at his character. He was just funny. He was brash. He was caring. He was vulnerable.
Yes, I like that.
J.K. Simmons. R.
I want Spider-Man!
Original Spider-Man hater. Before Spider-Man No Way Home, J.K. Simmons was the first person to be in multiple Spider-Man movie series. You know how hard that is? He was so good at his role, they could not recast him. Could not recast him as the world's best hater. Put some respect on J.K. Simmons' name. Because you know he plays J. Jonah Jameson like nobody else in the game. Killing it. We love that guy.
Whoa.
I am a little bit of a Spider-Man fan.
A little?
I don't know that I've said that before. I feel like it's now been shown. I'm glad we've had this moment, that you now know this aspect about me, and I feel closer to you as a result of it.
We're best friends.
So thank you. What else? Cynthia Robinson. I think she has a middle name. Give me a second. Cynthia Adai Robinson.
Do you like puzzles, Mr. Wolf?
Plays Mary Beth Medina.
Dina, I asked the guy why you so fly. He said funky Cole Medina.
Love the name.
It's a good one.
She was also in Vampire Diaries. You know who else was in Vampire Diaries? Daniela Pineda, who plays Anais
Was Beauty Bus.
in The Accountant 2. I think that's how you say her name. I think. So, I love a synchronicity moment right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Also, my second favorite character, after John Bernthal in this movie, is Allison Robertson, who plays Justine. And Justine, I called her restricted because every time they were on the phone, she was the restricted person on the phone.
Good morning, Dreamboat. Could we discuss business now?
So I didn't know she had a real name until I looked it up on IMDb. But she plays this person who runs a school that Ben Affleck is funding for special students.
Professor X of the X-Men?
I loved her. Apparently she was recast. She's in the first one. We don't see her. She's recast in the second one. I love the way she acts. She overacts a lot, which was just really fun to see that character be one of the most emotional characters in the show, in the movie. Ben Affleck's character is very, for understandable reasons, he expresses his frustration, but he's very still chill about it. Bernthal is just almost always at a 10. You know what I mean? In very different ways, which is very funny to me. Mary Beth Medina, even killed. J.K. Simmons was in the movie for 5 minutes, and he had heightened emotions for understandable reasons. Anais is in the movie a lot, very even killed. So I think Bernthal and Justine were very great ways to like break that tension and bring some levity to the movie.
It's story time!
The Accountant follows the accountant, which is Ben Affleck's character, as he is trying to help
Funky Cold Medina.
figure out why her boss he dies. It's sad. Mary Beth's devastated. It's her old boss. So now she's trying to figure out who killed him and why.
Scary stuff.
On his arm he writes "Find the accountant," and that's kind of where everything starts. So
Complete.
basically I'm just going to talk about the scenes that I liked and the things that I thought were interesting.
Great idea, great idea!
This movie was directed by Gavin O'Connor, who did The First Accountant.
Both of them?
The writer,
Please hold.
Bill Dubuque, I hope, Dubuque, D-U-B-U-Q-U-E, Dubuque,
I know some of these words.
Bill, yes, also wrote for The First Accountant as well. I really enjoy watching teams that are the same do multiple projects, so I might watch The First Accountant because I like to see if they have more of a synchronicity the second time, you know? I've heard some people say that the second accountant is funnier than the first and kind of flows better.
Interesting.
One thing, super side note, this is the note, it's on the side. I love the marketing that they did for this movie. The accountant squared, which just makes me laugh because it's a math joke. I suck at math, so the fact that I get it makes me really proud. I love little things like that. I think it shows the intentionality and the care behind the project, you know? It's, or like Dune, where Dune is just the same shape. Blows my mind. Literally, I can stare at that type for way too long. It's just really cool to me. One thing that I thought was interesting that I thought it was cool, but I don't think it landed very well was, long story short, J.K. Simmons is working on this case of 3 family members who went missing 7 years ago. The father's very upset about it, and J.K. Simmons only takes cases that he cares about. He really cares about this one. He offers this case to Anais because he's like, it's out of my purview. You're the best to ever do it. Could you please find this family? My theory is that J.K. Simmons' character knew who she was. If you haven't seen the movie, spoiler alert.
Oh man, come on.
Come to find out that family had been trafficked. The husband had been murdered. The son had been put in an orphanage in Mexico. And the mother lost her memory to a very violent, traumatic event. I'm so sorry, I don't remember what happened. And woke up with advanced savant syndrome. I think that's what it's called.
That is correct.
She gets advanced savant syndrome, but her case makes her extremely violent. She doesn't remember who she was. Come to find out, she is the mother of the family that's been taken. And so it's very interesting to see that she starts to get her memories back, realizes she has a family, that her husband's been murdered, she hasn't seen her kid since he was like 4 maybe. And then Ben Affleck's character realizes that her son also has what he has, a form of autism. And they don't outrightly say it, but I think it is supposed to be a form of autism, which I really respect. I think that they did it's always hard watching a movie where they're trying to showcase someone who doesn't fit the norm, because sometimes they become a little too intense about it, or they're like, we're going to showcase this thing. It's perfectly normal. It's normal. Do you see how normal it is? We're making it normal.
You're creeping me out.
I think they do a very good job of showcasing what I think is supposed to be autism and advanced savant syndrome here. I think that it is done in a way that's not overbearing and not weird. It's a way that showcases the differences, but also makes the person not seem insane. They always do this, where they're trying to showcase something different and the person comes off crazy. They don't do that here, and I really appreciate that. It's just like, I live differently, and this is how I function. And I really like the relationship between Jon Bernthal and Ben Affleck in this, because you can see them really working to build that relationship, and I think that that's great. You see Bernthal struggling with his big brother not really giving him the affection that he wants, and Ben Affleck's character like, I don't know, I'm just trying to function, like this is just how I am, it's nothing against you, I'm just me. And I like that line where Ben is just like, I'm just me, this is just who I am. So I think that's really great. I got distracted, rolling it back.
I was so confused.
The accountant finds out or realizes that Anais' son also has advanced savant syndrome. So he's very adamant about saving this child and taking him to the school that he funds. So it's very interesting. At the end, the mom knows that she can't be a mom to this child. So she doesn't really try to save the kid at all, which was fascinating to me. But she does get revenge on the person who did all this to her, which was funny because in the beginning it seems like J.K. Simmons is being followed, but he's not. They're trying to follow Anais and kill her, but they end up killing J.K. Simmons in the process. So it's a very like fake out. It's okay. I think this part of the story kind of gets muddled as it progresses. It took me a while at the end to be like, oh, so maybe J.K. Simmons, Ray King, knows that she's actually the mom and is trying to connect the family and is trying to figure out how she got here.
This is too much.
Because he has a whole wall of chaos. So I think that part is very hard to like really watch. Not like it's difficult to watch, but it's just hard to make those connections, if that makes sense. So I think it's okay. I think her not wanting to, knowing she can't be a mom, I think that's very realistic, but I really thought that she would at least try to save her son. But she might not have known where to take him. And then how do you save a son and then be like, I love you, but I can't have you? I can't. She's not a mom anymore. Her brain is completely different. And also, does she even love her kid?
So many questions.
That character doesn't say a lot. Daniela Pineda's character, Anais, I hope I'm saying that right, doesn't say a lot in the movie, which I think is interesting. It's hard though, because I really do want to see more character development from that character. I don't think she was supposed to have any character development except for gaining her memories, so it is what it is. But I think the story could have been a little richer if she had been developed a little more, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense.
Anyhoozle. Ben Affleck's side story, or B story, is him trying to get a date. And so he goes and completely messes up this algorithm for a speed dating event.
Eventually, this body will be a corpse.
What do you mean you reverse engineered our algorithm?
None of the women want to be with him after they meet him. He's attractive, he's clean cut, he's an accountant, so they're all excited, but none of the women want him by the end. And that's very discouraging for him. Fast forward to the cowboy scene, and we see, I love this, we see this girl who really likes him, and he's kind of picking up on the cues, but kind of not. He's just very nervous, and gets in a fight and leaves with her number. And it's cute, you know, but it's also frustrating to me because there's no follow-up on whether that date goes well. And it's almost like it doesn't matter if you have the relationship, it just matters that you get the digits. I really wanted to see more of a like relationship thing, especially because in trailer 2, the relationship was such a big part of the trailer that I thought it would have a bigger part in the movie. But it is a funny scene. It's also frustrating that they showcase so much of a funny scene. You know what I mean? Most of that scene is in the trailer, so I was like, oh. So, Braxton, John Bernthal's character, his B story is wanting more of a relationship with his brother, and feeling like, wondering if he's failing, and also wanting a dog.
Take your time.
First time we meet John Bernthal's character, Bernthal's character, he checks into a hotel, talks to himself in the mirror to prep himself for a hard conversation, takes off his clothes and holds a gun. He's like, you could do this, man. He's like, hey, no, okay, hi.
Weird dude.
You think he's gonna have a relationship conversation? No, he just hits this woman up and he's like, hey, I want to pick up my dog. And she's like, he needs 8 weeks to wean off the mom. He's like, I know, but I can get him now. And ugh. And she's like, no, it's not time yet. He's like, yeah, you're right, I'll wait. And it's a very interesting scene. It's supposed to be funny. It doesn't land to me. Later on, toward the end of the movie, Ben Affleck does a few things that help John.
But we'd love to help.
The accountant tells Braxton, you're not a dog person, you're a cat person. Because of everything that you do, you don't have time for a dog. And 2, he asks Braxton, after they drop off the boy, do you want to come hang out? Like, do you want to go camping for a little bit, just the 2 of us? And Bernthal was like, do you not, throughout the whole movie, Bernthal's like, do you not miss me because it's me or because it's you? It's been 8 years, you don't call me, tell me Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, just all this stuff. And so to have the accountant learn, my brother wants to be with me, I need to make time, I think that was very beautiful. I think that's awesome. So
Makes you feel all warm and fuzzy.
And then at the end, because Bernthal's like, you don't know, I love cats. I love dogs. I want a dog. And then at the end, he sees a cat who just falls in love with him, and now he has a cat. And so it shows that the accountant knows his brother better than Bernthal thought, which I think means a lot to Bernthal, or Braxton. Sorry, I will switch between celebrity and their character name, but I think it shows Braxton how much his brother actually does pay attention and like him. And so I think that helps. I think that's important. So they rescue the kid. He ends up at the school where he will be safe and loved and able to be himself, which I think is a beautiful bow based on what I saw for the trailer for the first movie. If I watched the first movie and it completely derails everything I said, we're here now. Anywho, that's me. That's The Accountant. In the 2025 movie list, I'm placing it at number 2 because number 1 is Sinners, and that is never changing, I don't think, ever in the history of 2025. Knock on wood, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, but so far, that's kind of where I'm at.
I have to agree.
Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, check out the other playlists. We have top 100 movies. We have movies I'm watching just for fun. We have this one.
Wow, so many options.
I'll see you later.